Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So, today we are going to see how to prove the implication, right? As we discussed yesterday, today we are going to solve if sequence of random variables is convergent to x in probability, then we need to prove that the sequence of random variables is also convergent to x in log. This is what today we are going to prove. First, try to remember the definitions. Whenever these type of questions are given, try to write first the definition of convergent in probability and convergent in law. What is convergent in probability? Write the definition. Let xn be a sequence of random variables convergent to x in probability if the condition. What is the condition for probability that we know? Limit n tends to infinity, probability of mod xn minus x greater than epsilon, that should be tends to 0. This is the condition for the probability. And what is the law? What is meant by law? Law is nothing but the fn of x is the distribution function of xn, the sequence, and f of x is the distribution function of random variable x. If this f is continuous at each point of x in a sequence, then we can say that the xn is convergent to x in log. Right? So, now we need to prove that if it is probability, then we need to prove that log. So, let us consider first, xn is convergent to x in probability, which is limit n tends to infinity, probability mod xn minus x is greater than epsilon tends to 0. Consider it as equation 1. Now, we need to prove that xn convergent to x in law, which is nothing but fn of x is tends to f of x, or fn of x is equals to f of x. Okay, consider it as equation 2. Now, as the law is nothing but, law can be also called as distribution, right? Distribution. So now take the distribution function of xn. The distribution function of xn, let it be fn of x. And the distribution function of x, let it be f of x. Okay? Take the first one, fn of x. The distribution function or else cumulative distribution function can be written as the probability of the random variable capital X is less than or equals to small x. Right? So this can be written as, here this is fn of x is nothing but the distribution function of xn. So we need to write here xn less than or equals to x. I am here adding and subtracting x. X minus xn. Okay. Here I am adding x and subtracting x less than or equals to x. Or else we can write here fn of x is equals to probability of xn less than or equals to x, which is equals to probability of x minus xn less than or equals to x. If I take this term to this side, to the RHS, then I get probability of capital X less than or equals to x. Here we have the minus sign. When it comes to the right hand side, it becomes plus x minus xn. And if you observe, here we have the x minus xn, which is nothing but the difference between the sequence of random variables and a random variable. Always the sequence of the difference between the sequence of a random variables and a random variable is always greater than epsilon or less than or equals to epsilon. So I can write it as, if you know the properties of a probability, which is probability of A is less than or equals to probability of A union B, which is equals to less than or equals to probability of A plus probability of B. This is for only the disjoint events. Disjoint events. So these are the disjoint events. So I can write it as probability of xn less than or equals to x less than or equals to probability of x less than or equals to x plus x minus xn, comma, here I am considering this difference. Difference can be written as mod x minus xn. I am considering less than epsilon plus probability of x less than or equals to x plus x minus xn. If it is less than or equals to epsilon, then the other condition is greater than epsilon. So mod x minus xn greater than epsilon. Okay, is it clear till now? And now less than or equals to, here we have x minus xn. The difference is less than or equals to epsilon. So I can write probability of x less than or equals to, this is less than or equals to epsilon, less than or equals to x plus x minus xn. X minus xn is less than epsilon. So less than or equals to epsilon plus, here I have taken x minus x is less than or equals to epsilon. So in the next one, I need to take it is greater than epsilon. So probability of mod x minus xn is greater than epsilon. Now take a limit. Therefore limit n tends to infinity, probability of x less than or equals to x plus epsilon plus limit n tends to infinity, probability of mod x minus xn greater than epsilon. Here we don't have the term n here, so it simply can be written as probability of x less than or equals to x plus epsilon. And if you see here, limit n tends to infinity, probability mod x minus xn is greater than epsilon. And if you see the convergent in probability, here we have xn minus x and mod. So if it is xn minus x also, x minus xn also, here we have mod. So both are same, which is tends to 0. And we already know that xn convergent to xn probability, so which is equals to 0. So this becomes 0. So we remain with probability of xn less than or equals to x less than or equals to probability of x less than or equals to x plus epsilon. And this is nothing but fn of x less than or equals to, and the epsilon is nothing but the small positive integer. So I am considering epsilon tends to 0. If it is epsilon tends to 0, x plus 0, I remain with probability x less than or equals to x, which is fn of x less than or equals to f of x. And take limit and supremum on both sides. As we have n here, limit n tends to infinity, supremum fn of x. And we don't have n here, so which will remain the same, f of x, and consider it has equation 3. Now similarly take fn of x, which is equals to probability of xn less than or equals to x. But now here consider x minus xn minus x plus x, which is less than or equals to x. Because here I am adding and subtracting, and last we remain with xn. So I can write in this way. And now consider here what is the difference between the sequence of random variables and a random variable, which is nothing but the difference between this can be greater than epsilon or less than or equals to epsilon, right? So probability of xn less than or equals to x, which is equals to, if I take this total to that side RHS, then I get probability of x less than or equals to capital X less than or equals to x minus xn minus x. So I am considering here mod xn minus x is greater than epsilon 1 and mod xn minus x is less than epsilon. Okay. So I get here, and because in the above condition we have taken supremum, right? And here I am taking the infimum. If infimum is greater than and supremum is less than, then by both the equations I can say that fn of x is tends to f of x, right? So here the equation becomes probability of x n less than or equals to x is greater than or equals to, as in the supremum we got less than or equals to, but here in the infimum it is opposite of supremum, so we get greater than or equals to, and probability of x less than or equals to x minus xn minus x, comma, where mod xn minus x is less than or equals to epsilon minus probability of x less than or equals to x minus xn minus x. Here mod xn minus x is greater than epsilon, and if you see here xn minus x is less than or equals to epsilon and we have less than or equals to, so x minus epsilon, here we get x minus epsilon. And if you see here we have considered less than or equals to epsilon mod x, so in the next case we need to take greater than, so and consider minus probability mod xn minus x greater than epsilon. And if I take a limit, and we don't have n term here but we have n term here, which is limit n tends to infinity, probability of mod xn minus x is greater than epsilon, which is nothing but the probability, and we know that this tends to 0, so this term, whole term becomes 0, we remain with this one, and the epsilon is a small positive integer, we take epsilon as 0. If epsilon tends to 0, then we have only probability of x less than or equals to x, which is equals to f of x, right? And in the LHS part is probability of xn less than or equals to x. This can be written as fn of x greater than or equals to f of x, right? And here I am taking limit and infimum on both sides. So limit and infimum applies to this one as there is an n term here. So limit n tends to infinity, infimum fn of x is greater than or equals to f of x, and consider it has equation 4. And if you see here, it is equation 3. Here it is supremum, which is nothing but the least upper bound, infimum, greatest lower bound, greatest lower bound. This is least upper bound. And by equation 3 and equation 4, we can say that fn of x tends to f of x, which is nothing but at each point of x in a sequence, f is continuous, which is nothing but xn convergent to x in law if xn convergent in probability. First we consider it is tends to probability. Then we have proved it is convergent in law. But the converse is not true, which means we have proved if it is probability then it tends to law. But I am saying converse is not true, which is nothing but converse ante reverse annamata. Law aithe probability avadu. Probability avute law avutundi gaani law avute probability avadu. This is what the implication, the first implication. In the next video we will see the another implications. And thank you all. Happy learning to you.